Rio wakes up to a sky full of clouds, drifting gently under feet that aren't his anymore. By the way, he's very much dead. In front of him stands Michael, an angel who looks like your ideal office manager. Glowy yet efficient. Congratulations, you've kicked the bucket, courtesy of Truck-kun. Well, technically, Truck-kun wasn't a sushi truck, more like a runaway delivery rig, but you get the idea. Instead of an express trip to the afterlife, Michael tells Rio he's scored a one-way ticket to reincarnation in a fresh world called Phi. No grand prophecy attached, just a clean slate. Rio blinks, rubs his eyes and asks, "So, no quests?" Michael shrugs. "You do you." As you might have guessed, Rio opts for peaceful vibes. He's spent enough of his first life sprinting through deadlines and dodging traffic. Now he wants a quiet existence. Michael nods and whisks Rio to a patch of forested land, but he doesn't just drop him off with a pat on the back. Michael rolls out what is basically the ultimate starter pack. There's a cozy cabin, smack dab in a clearing. A protective barrier shimmers around it, warding off monsters like an invisible force field. Inside the ice-cold storage hut, you'll find enough cured meats, dried fruits, and preserved fish to last a solid 2 months. No grocery runs required. 2 tutorial tomes cover elemental basics, and a sturdy survival knife is strapped to the wall. And of course, the Piece de Resistance, a fat, leather-bound monster guidebook listing everything from forest slimes to dire wolves. Tapping a glowing orb that signifies Rio's affinity, water. Apparently, in Phi, about 1 in 5 people can sling elemental spells. Water, fire, earth, wind, lightning, that sort of thing. But Rio's water magic score is off the charts. No fireballs or thunderclaps for him, it's H2O all day. At this point, Rio's brain basically short-circuits from excitement. On day 1, Rio heads to the bathhouse to test his new powers. Instantly, a perfect sphere of water hovers in his palm. But almost immediately, he realizes you don't even have to speak. A clear mental image does the trick. Spellcasting is basically thought projection 101. Testing water magic brings a new problem. His tub fills with icy H2O. And well, nobody likes a cold bath. Rio spends the next couple of hours trying to start a mundane fire the caveman way. As you might have guessed, that plan flop-splat didn't pan out. So, lying on his back and staring at the sun, because what else would you do, he has a light bulb moment. If he can siphon heat out of water to create ice, then he can reverse the process to generate warmth. Within minutes, he's heating his bathwater the old-fashioned way. By nightfall, he's soaked in warm bliss, feeling every bit the comfy isekai protagonist. Come morning, Rio eats bland rations and thinks ahead. 2 months of food won't last forever. He's going to need to hunt. But a lone knife won't cut it, literally, against forest monsters. So he decides to train offensive magic. The result is cute, a splash and a wet thwack. Well, as you might have guessed, that's not going to fell a monster. He recalls Michael's advice. Magic strength comes from clarity of imagination. He tries compressing the water into a jet, a high-pressure stream. It zips forward, but its power rivals a child's water pistol. Over the next several days, Rio's routine becomes absurdly focused. Wake up, eat, train magic, attempt bath improvements, nap, repeat. His water jets slowly grow sharper, carving shallow grooves into stone. Ice magic doesn't come as naturally. Conjuring ice from thin air takes 3 solid minutes and leaves him gasping. Launching that ice lags behind his water ball finesse. He pushes himself so hard one evening that he collapses from mana exhaustion. Next morning, though, bright and early, he's back at it. Adrenaline and determination fuel him. Before long, he aces instant ice summoning. His water jets can slice edges, but still lack raw power. Meanwhile, food supplies dwindle, so he straps on the knife and his growing confidence and ventures into the forest. Animal tracks lead him to a riverbank where glinting quartz crystals lie on the stones, perfect for fire starting by striking against his blade. He pockets a few, along with some detox herbs, just in case. Without warning, a guttural growl rips through the air. Rio pivots and sees a lesser boar charging, tusks lowered. His heart hammers, panic flares, but he's trained enough to react. He leaps aside, then stamps the ground, forming an ice ramp beneath the boar's hooves. It slips in a spray of mud and ice. Rio summons a dozen thin ice spikes that shoot up from the ground, impaling the beast in a single volley. Done with that, he hauls out the monster guidebook. He flips to the boar entry. Turns out it's the weakest creature in these woods. Well, most beasts are more complex. 2 pages at the book's end catch his eye. Dragons, the kind of creature nobody should mess with. A single dragon can apparently destroy cities with ease. The guide clearly states, don't fight or run, you'll lose either way. Then there's the Akuma, fallen angels with 0 data. Just 1 note under their entry. Meet one, you die. Next morning, Rio sets out again, cautious now, to gather more food. Everything's quiet until a shadow sweeps overhead. A giant assassin hawk crashes down, wind-blade wings slicing the air like living swords. He fires water jets, but the hawk spins away with preternatural speed and returns with another wind slice. At the last second, Rio blocks with an ice wall that cleaves the hawk's eye. It screeches, tumbles, but takes to the skies with 1 eye and an unspoken promise. I'll find you. Heart-pounding, Rio exhales. He's alive, but not unscathed. It wasn't the leisurely stroll he'd hoped for. He wanders so deep that dusk falls before he notices, and he's hopelessly lost. As night drapes over the trees, he stumbles on a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center, standing knee-deep in a phosphorescent lake, is a Dullahan, headless, armor gleaming, sword in hand.